Hey everyone, welcome to the next video, like next live stream of this hackathons and gaming series. And we have got Kunal here. Hey Kunal, this is
Hey
actually a dream
everyone.
come true for me. Hey everyone. Yeah, so a lot of people know about Kunal and me, I guess. So for people who do not know, Kunal uh, wears a lot of hats. So starting from being a MLH coach, then GitHub Campus Expert, and I mean he's one of the awesomest people or coolest people I have ever seen. So I would let him explain about what he's doing, and then I'll have a quick explanation about like what we are going to do today, what we are going to learn today, and then finally stay till the end for the goodies and all the other things that we might be able to give you. So ask the best questions, and yeah, Kunal, over to you.
Cool. Yeah. Thanks a lot for joining everyone. Kunal, and thanks a lot for the introduction, Praveen, first of all, and thanks a lot for having me on this stream. Really looking forward to talking about hackathons and education and yeah, any questions you may have. Really happy to answer those. But yeah, before we get started, make sure you subscribe to Praveen's channel. Really, some good work over there. And yeah, I've been involved in communities and open source for some while now, and it has been great. Um, yeah, currently I'm recently became a CNCF ambassador in the Kubernetes 1.22 release team, so that's exciting. Other than that, yeah, I'm a junior from India, so I'm currently studying. That's pretty much about me. Yeah.
I mean, like I thought your introduction will go for another 3 or 4 minutes, but this is awesome, and it's really nice to know like even great people like you can introduce within a minute's time. Like this is cool. So today we are going to mainly look into about what hackathons are, and I know a lot of people here who would like to be working on awesome things, but at the same time. Yeah, so DSA is one side, web development is another big thing, and then hackathons. So what hackathons are? So yesterday when I was talking to one of my friends, he was saying like I don't know much about hacking, cracking password, blah blah. Dude, that's not hackathons. What they are like, hackathons is completely a different thing. Almost a lot of people are having a different notion
someone
about
is
what.
Someone is saying the stream has stopped.
No, no, no. Just try refresh page. Okay.
Let me check.
Refresh page. It's fine over
No, it's
in my.
working.
It works.
Yeah, it's working. Just try to
Yeah,
refresh
folks.
the page. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Sorry to cut you off. You were saying about your friend.
Yeah, one of my friend was like completely, afraid and confused that hackathons. If I say hackathon or let's do some kind of a weekend hack, he is into like a defensive mode, saying like, no, I'm not sure what hackathons are. Like, I don't know anything related to hacking, passwords. Like no, that's not about what hackathons are. So we are all, most of us are engineers, most of us are problem solvers, and within a short span of time, if you try to do something to fix something. For example, the best example I can give is doing some kind of a jugaad work, right? So I don't know much about Hindi, so apologies if it is wrong, but yeah, I have seen a lot of my friends who are using like the term called jugaad for making things work with the short span of time, short number of resources, less time, and you are trying to make something work. That exactly is called as hackathon. And so that's something uh, is what you would be expected to do in say 48 hours, 24 hours. You need to make an impact, try to pitch in your idea. So that's exactly what hackathons are. There are a lot of types of hackathons. There are like month-long hackathons, week-long hackathons, weekend hackathons, and stuff like that. Kunal, some take on
Yeah.
from your side.
Yeah. Hackathons are a place to, I believe, learn and explore. So I believe like applying whatever you're learning is great, and hackathons are a great way to do that. So I would recommend everyone who is part of hackathons to try out new things. look at what the sponsors are there, just learn and contribute and network with other people. So if you're just taking part in lots of hackathons and working on the same thing, I believe you're not making use of the most of the situations, like the opportunities. So this is why I always recommend like try out new things at hackathons. And yeah, it's not about like winning or anything. Obviously, like prizes are good and stuff, but in the end, it's all about like working on a nice project with your team and having fun and learning. Very important
And
part.
moreover, you will be learning a lot of things. You will be meeting a
Hmm.
lot of new people, new friends. So that alone will make like the whole experience a lot more better. And a lot of people were asking me. So see, I learned DSA from this person. I saw code for course, sorry, code for course videos. Learned a lot, but I'm not confident yet. So this is something is a problem with a lot of people. You're not alone, including me.
Hmm.
So I learned something from a YouTube tutorial or a blog or
Hmm.
anything. But the moment when you become confident is once you start implementing it. So try it out
Hmm.
yourself. So for example, it's not like don't look at, just mug it up and then try it out the same way,
Hmm.
but try to keep it as a reference. Try something new. For example, if this person has done something like a Twitter clone, try to convert it slightly and say maybe a Twitter clone or something like that. Try to
Hmm.
explore what actually it does and try to do it something on yourself. Once you do
Hmm.
it, try to post it on your LinkedIn and Twitter or other social networks. Ask your friends for your responses, like their responses. 90% I
Hmm.
would say, like in my personal opinion, friends will be like, pulling your legs. Dude, what is this? This doesn't look like good. Don't get demotivated. Try to make sure they are going to appreciate you. Then go bring it to the world, or maybe bring it to the world, show it in different lot of different communities. I guess dev.to is one of the great communities out there, and we have MLH. There is this whole huge platform, like huge what do you call the service or platform called Discord, where lot and lot of people, like lot and lot of communities are hosting their stuff. It is not just only for gaming nowadays. It is for a lot of different multi faceted communities are coming inside, and this is going to be an awesome um, yeah. Okay, I'm out of
Hmm.
words. Kunal, go ahead. Back me up.
No, I really love the point you mentioned. That is what I always say, to everyone. Apply whatever you're learning, because if you don't, you will get demotivated at a certain point of time, that you are doing so much learning and good work, but you're not getting outcomes. So outcomes are when you visualize your outcomes, when you visualize your achievements after working hard for a few months, that's really going to be amazing. And it's going to keep the motivation going. Don't look for like short term goals, like, because it takes months and months to achieve, take months to study like data structures, algorithms, master concepts like dynamic programming and stuff. So give it time, and just if you are a better version of yourself than you were yesterday, then that's good.
Awesome. And also, one more thing is, don't go look at the outcome leaderboards, etc. So that
Hmm.
comes secondary. In case if you are able to, not everyone can come to the first, right? Like there should be some people
Hmm.
who have to come to the second and third, etc. So aim for learning something new, and then you won't be disappointed. One thing which I wanted to also mention here is, there are like different places where you can go find nice awesome hackathons here. So we can also brief you about those things. Kunal, do you mind talking about, like, I mean, is it okay to talk about MLH and also their competitors? Is that okay? Or
Yeah, I mean, no, there's no anyone who is doing hackathon, they are not competitors at all. uh,
great one.
because if you're doing good work in community, you are all like a part of community. So competing is not a word, I believe, in hackathon culture and open source like
We could
in
say it as like a
might be
collaborative learning.
might be in open source, but not in like hackathons and stuff.
Yeah. So it is like, you can say it is like competitive learning maybe, and competitive helping. Who is helping the others the best, and who is helping yourself, like themselves, the best. So that is something which I wanted to say. And yeah, so there are a couple of companies or programs, you can say. So they are all going to,
Hmm.
like, help you with um,
Yeah.
they're actually mainly like helping other people, like universities, companies,
Hmm.
with organizing hackathons. So let's start from MLH. We keep saying MLH,
Hmm.
MLH. What is it? Major League Hacking. Something on from Kunal's side. Go on.
Cool. Yeah, so Major League Hacking is a global community of hackers, and we empower around 135,000 hackers around the world, just like you all. So it's more like so many hackers and first time attendees as well join the events, and it's not just like about hackathons. There's like um, so many other activities, like there's like local hack days, MLH local host, for example. And recently, last summer, they started the fellowship, for which I was a part of. It's not like a hackathon; it's sort of like a virtual internship alternative, because many people lost their COVID internships, right? So that's when MLH came to the rescue and started talking about like fellowship. Yeah. In addition to
So
that, if you're hosting your own events, sorry to cut you
Kunal,
off.
can I
Go on.
share the screen? This
Yeah, yeah,
one.
yeah. You can. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can share the screen. Yeah.
So look at this. This is the thing Kunal and I were about, like we are talking about.
Yeah. So one thing I was mentioning right now is if you want to organize your own hackathon, at your event, MLH can support you in that as well, with like providing like sponsors and like help with judging and prizes and like management work. So it's known as like member events. So you can sign up at mlh.io. And also, if you are looking forward to attending events, all the amazing hackathons taking place. I know there's like TO hacks coming on May 8th, neighborhood hacks coming on like May 14th, and there's HackCon 2.0, pretty awesome one. Uh, HackCon 1 was pretty amazing. I was a part of that. Hack the Mountains, I was a part of that as well. That was also on in June. If you want to look at all these upcoming events, you can just go to the events tab.
Okay. So we have the events. So we
And
have like
2021 season hackathons, and then live streams are something else. Like we ran March challenges and stuff. So in March
wow.
challenges, we were like doing like so these are all the hackathons you can see that are upcoming. Yeah.
So there were a lot of things that just got over. So in case, if one more thing, a lot of people have been asking about this common question as well. So there are like multiple universities out there who are doing awesome things. For example, name a couple of best universities: Carnegie Mellon University, Harvard University, Stanford University. In the UK, you could say Oxford, Cambridge. So these
Hmm.
universities, they might look like you can't even go near them, but there will be a lot of hackathons that are hosted
Hmm.
by those universities. So directly you can go ahead, talk to the folks out there.
Hmm.
Maybe if you are lucky, you can also talk to the professors there, and then
Hmm.
that's actually a good thing, right? So that
Yeah.
way you can work with people, understand how to get into those
Hmm.
universities. And CMU is like CMU, Stanford, etc. They are like completely dream to me. I'm pretty sure that I will never. So there is this concept called as tiered engineering colleges in India, right?
Hmm.
What is it,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Kunal?
Tier tier basically means like if you're talking about tier one, so it's like colleges that have like good campus and on-campus opportunities. Many companies visit, lots of opportunities. Tier two, three are more like not opportunity, no opportunities on campus. Yeah, very minimal, below average opportunities. That's basically the distinguishment.
I guess then my college will be like tier 17 or tier 100. So when I am
is
able to
that
be here
is that in the state in like your in India or UK?
in the UK, in the sorry, in India, sorry, in India.
Yeah, yeah,
So yeah, that's exactly what I was trying to say. So I have
yeah.
never seen any kind of like any university or like so I did not even know about these concepts. So currently I'm working with a top 3 bank in the UK as a lead consultant.
Hmm.
So when my college, I guess not many people will even identify my college as a college. So to that level, my college is like that. And like it's unknown to the whole world. I'm from South India, Chennai. And obviously many people know what
Hmm.
college I studied. I don't want to name it here. And the thing is, like, once I go into the like I went went directly into TCS. Like the most common thing that happens with all the engineering students. And then I thought, okay, it's going to be a normal life. Then after 3 years, I quit the job. I went out to study masters in cloud computing from University of Leicester. So what happened here is a lot of people are reluctant in two things. Number one, the entrance examinations. Number two, the finances. I was the same thing as well. I'm not from an upper middle class or an upper class family. We are like normal, decent middle class family. So we won't be able to afford a lot. So what happened is like I explored a lot of things and found out that this particular university, University of Leicester, and most of the British universities now, they are accepting you without any entrance examination. So based on your 10th standards, 10th and 12th English examination, your entrance to the UK will be waived off for the English language requirements. That's the only thing that you require. Even that is waived off by the university. So literally, you don't need to write any exams. Directly, you can just get an unconditional offer letter and just come here and study. About the finances, obviously, I took a loan. Starting salaries here in the UK starts from 30 lakhs per annum, which is very easy to pay back the loan. So this is something from my side, which I wanted to say in case if anyone is interested.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I am planning on doing masters as well. Looking for like states and maybe Europe. I'm not sure right now. Only reason being like with the level of expertise that some people have, including me, it's not really looked at carefully in India. They only care about college tire. So yeah, that's why because I believe like many people have suggested me as well, hey, you love teaching, you love studies, you should go for masters, you will get so many opportunities in the United States and Europe, and I have gotten right now as well. So yeah, I believe it's going to be like a great learning experience, and I love teaching and I love studying basically. So that's the main motive for me if I plan on pursuing masters, because I love studying. I might even do a PhD, I don't know.
That's awesome. Like but if you are looking for higher studies, if anyone is looking for higher studies, feel free to ping me on LinkedIn, ping Kunal on LinkedIn. So yeah, either of one will be able to help you out and guide you on those things. So coming back to our hackathons topic, so we have got these popular hackathon event hosting platforms. So one we talked about as MLH, Major League Hacking. Kunal gave an awesome explanation about that, and there are multiple other hackathon programs as well. So we have something called as Angel Hack. Let me try to share my screen, just a second. So Angel Hack is also based out of US, I believe. And
it says stream is lagging.
Okay. Yes, I can see that it's going really slow. Whoa.
Let me check.
For some reason, it does not. Yeah. For some reason.
This is why I use StreamYard. StreamYard is like next level.
No idea. Like this never happened this way. Okay, I guess it should be something related to my battery stuff. Did I even connect to my battery? Wait a second. I guess that should be the problem. It's in the battery saver mode. Yeah, it says encoding overloaded. Damn. All right. So right. So there is this Angel Hack. So is our voice clear right now? Is it
audible, fine? I believe, and that stream is like paused.
Oh, sorry. Just give me a second. No, it isn't the best performance. Okay, I guess it should be okay right now. So just yeah. It was in like 3.7 FPS. Now it is 48. Okay, sorry about that, folks. Is that stream okay?
It's still like paused. This happened with me as well. After that, I stopped using Zoom and OBS for like streaming. I never use it now.
This is the first time it happened actually.
It happens when like computer slows down and stuff.
Yeah, I mean like I don't understand why suddenly it happened, but it's actually extremely hot right now. No lag,
It's
no or no lag. Okay, let me
no,
check
it's
my.
there's a lot of lag. Yeah.
Just give us a few seconds, folks. Let me fix it. Okay, let's see
Yeah,
what I can do right away.
let's check again. Yep, very laggy.
Yeah, yeah.
No worries, no worries. These things happen.
Sorry, folks. Just give me a couple of seconds to fix it up. Let me try to put it on a low end mode and see if something works. Can you see if it is okay now? Yeah, no,
One
it's
second.
fine. Yeah. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Sorry about that. So we were talking about Angel Hack, and here's what it looks like. Boom. Yeah. So Angel Hack is one of the another platforms like or another big company who are doing a lot of hackathons, and this also
The
has.
screen is not visible on the stream.
Ouch. Okay, let me have a quick look. Now I guess it takes 10 seconds for the like uh, to come
I
up.
see.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's there is a 10 seconds delay. Yeah.
Okay,
So
cool.
this is Angel Hack's website, and they have done a lot of things right now, and they have these programs called Hackcelerator, and again upcoming events as well in India. I guess recently they did something called what do you call this? Um, they did something called as COVID Gameathon, and we tried
Mhm.
featuring it here as well. And that was one of the awesome, like ways of improving game developers in India at the same time doing a game for a cause. So right now everyone is inside home, locked down, work from home, or do every study from home. And what this concept was about creating awesome games
Mm.
which people can play and then also make themselves aware of what are all the crazy things about COVID. So it is extremely crazy. I mean, like extremely dangerous to go out without a mask, and what happens in a funny game way, very creative. Around 25 teams participated in the finals, and then five teams won plus one new award. So there were like so many things happened along with the collaboration with the US consulate and other things. So yeah, it's going pretty much awesome with
Mm.
the current final set of teams. I'm also mentoring two teams, and they are doing absolutely amazing work. So a lot of things are coming up that way, and you have other hackathons like other hackathon.
Mm.
What do you call this, Kunal? Like hackathon broker, or like there will be like lots of hackathons, right? Hackathon directories. So
Yeah,
there is like DevPost is one of the best place
yeah.
where most of the hackathons will use DevPost for their hackathon submissions.
Mm.
And we
Mm.
also have Pinnacle is mainly into US hackathons, I guess. Now
There's
you don't
Devfolio
need
as well.
DevFolio. Yeah,
Mm.
DevFolio and DevPost are DevPost have similar things, like you submit the your hackathon's entry, and then you'll
Mm.
be judged on that. And then we have like Hacker Nest and Go Hack. Now since it is the pandemic time, everyone is working from home, and everyone is like even hacking from home. So it is the best time for you to, like,
Mm.
for people in India, or for people anywhere outside, to attend a hackathon anywhere in the world. Only the downside of these things is when the whole pandemic situation was not there. I used to be a hackathon hunter just for, like, goodies and food. And yeah, I mean it's the honest thing, right? Like I was a student and I love free food, and that too in a
Hmm.
new country, it's hard to survive. And then the other thing is obviously goodies. You get a lot of USB sticks, you get a lot
Hmm.
of T-shirts, you get a lot of pens, stationery. Like I've got like a huge bundle of sticky notes. I don't know if they are even good right now. Like it's been like that for ages, and I try to
Hmm.
use a lot of sticky notes. Still, it is not over. So
Hmm.
yeah, to that level, it is. You will be getting a lot of goodies and stuff like that. So that's something which I wanted to say.
Hmm.
How's the stream going right now?
Believe it's going pretty good. Yeah.
Cool.
We are
So
also getting many
got a
questions
question.
also. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we can start answering a couple of questions. Rutumbara says, like, can freshers participate in hackathons? It's mainly for freshers. You will be able to
Hmm.
learn a lot of things. Hackathon, as I said, what hackathon means is like you will be
Hmm.
given a limited time and resources, like limited resources in the sense you have only one day to work with. You have only a couple of items to choose with, like couple of technologies to choose with. You have a very narrowed down problem you have to solve. So those kind of things, if you are trying to start with that, that's going to be the best thing, right? Like you can go
Hmm.
ahead and yeah, so Kunal
Hmm.
can explain more on that part.
No, most definitely. Even for freshers, you can start with hackathons. That's the whole point. Like Praveen also mentioned, like it's focused around that as well to make it more inclusive to hackers for whom it's their first hackathon. There might be also like some special prize categories like best beginner hack or something.
And the special prize hackathons can be easily won by a specific set of teams. Like I said
Hmm.
about the COVID Gameathon, there is this Heart Award from the Heart
Hmm.
Foundation for all girls team. So that
Hmm.
that would be easy to make, right? You don't need to
Yeah.
have any special skills or something. Just make sure your whole team is completely full of girls. No guys. Unfortunately, we have this thing, right?
No,
More
no, no.
power
It's
to
it's
them.
very it's very fortunate. It's not unfortunate.
Yes.
It's like
I mean, like,
yeah. Inclusiveness is important, and many. I
100%.
know Smart India Hackathon also has like you know you have to have some female candidates in the team, which I believe is great because so less number of female students I see in engineering colleges, for example. So giving them like a platform to be a part and feel included in the tech culture, that's great. And yeah, most definitely I can agree, like if you take part and if you belong to like Praveen mentioned, some special groups that have some prize categories, then definitely take part in that. These are there for like you only, and to help you grow and represent yourself and your community. So yeah, most definitely even beginners can take part, and don't be shy.
So, first thing for a lot of people who are looking for where do I start with hackathons? First thing, don't be afraid. Not
Hmm.
everyone knows everything, right? So, you can
Hmm.
come here just for learning things. So, that is one thing. So, make sure you keep a low profile. Even that is completely fine. Get
Hmm.
into a lot of hackathons by searching for it. First thing, Google is your friend. Search for hackathons near me. Definitely Google will show you a lot of things. You have
Hmm.
meetup.com. Even there you will be able to find out a lot of hackathons.
Hmm.
So these are like just general ways to see what is happening around you. Second thing, MLH, Angel Hack, Pinnacle, etc. Those
Hmm.
websites are kind of like they give you an idea about what all the different
Hmm.
hackathons that are happening around the world.
Hmm.
So that is the second thing. And finally we have okay, let's say you know a couple of things. Try to be I mean, so Kunal, when you were saying about inclusive, and I was saying unfortunate shouldn't have been the word, because even my aims are like
Hmm.
I have got this two major aims or major dreams in my life I need to achieve. Number
Hmm.
one is free high quality tech education for everyone in the world, irrespective of
Nice. Hmm.
anything. So let it be
Hmm.
anything, they need to get free high quality tech education, because we have internet. That
Yeah.
alone is like a huge payload. People are paying a lot for
Hmm.
internet. So let's make the
Hmm.
content available for free. Boom. And second thing
Hmm.
is more women in tech from India, because
Yeah.
I'm not sure about how other countries are handling this, but in India I
Hmm.
can see even I can relate with my family where girl children are not allowed to go even out of their houses in South India
Hmm.
specifically. And I thought like, okay, they can't come out of houses, right? Let me come inside their houses through YouTube or something like that. So these are
Hmm.
two things which I wanted to really,
Hmm.
like spread or like
Yeah.
make it possible.
Yeah, I see so many people doing great work with that. And a shout out to everyone. Recently, we had the GitHub Campus Expert meet regional expert session. Over there, also, I saw some amazing people doing good work with women, for women in tech. So that's great. Yeah, I believe everyone should support and take part. Yeah.
Awesome. So, other questions are like, one thing is like if you have a quick knowledge about what the hackathon is,
Hmm.
for example, the subject knowledge,
Hmm.
most of the hackathons are theme based. For example, the recently over COVID gameathon is you need to know a bit about what is happening around in the world about COVID. Second thing is you
Hmm.
need to know a bit of game engineering or game
Hmm.
programming,
Hmm.
or if you don't know anything, at least be somewhat creative. Okay, so as a
Hmm.
game player, if I see something like this, I would be more excited and happy to play. Even you will
Hmm.
be a good person who can contribute to the overall game, right? So that is one thing. And
Yeah.
so you don't need to really step up or prepare something like you are preparing for IIT or NITs.
Hmm.
So you don't require a preparation part. Just go ahead. Hackathons are free to attend, and you get a lot of free things. Just go ahead, attend, get an experience what is going to happen inside the hackathon. You will understand what is happening, and then based on that you can improvise yourself. So
Hmm.
this is going to be the same thing for people who are attending interviews as well. I've seen a lot of people who are saying, see, I attended hundreds of interviews but nothing worked out, or like I'm extremely afraid to attend an interview. So for the second category, I'm extremely afraid to attend an interview. Try attending, like try giving out um, you can see like there is an 80% skill match or something like that, but don't go in the notion that you want to get a job. Just go ahead, casually go and attend what exactly is happening in the interview scenario. At the same time, don't misuse or abuse the this particular trick. Go ahead, attend it. Obviously there could be a lot of chance that you might fail, but you know what exactly happens, you know where you are failing, so that you can prepare
Hmm.
yourself and go ahead. So that's how I keep getting like every single day I get at least 5 messages minimum. I get messages like there is an opportunity available here just by looking at my LinkedIn profile. That is one of
Hmm.
the main things. LinkedIn, Twitter, make sure you put about yourself. I mean, don't brag too much, but at the same time you need to market yourself. This is one of
Hmm.
the um, suggestions I would say. So that's from my side. And Kunal.
Yeah, most definitely, totally agree with all the points you mentioned. Yeah.
Yeah, super. And cool. God for
Question. We
Cost
have
has also the same.
we have so many questions coming in as well. Yeah. I believe we
Let's
skipped quite a few. Yeah.
Okay, let's start focusing on the questions, and I'll start from the previous stuff as well. Okay, actually, a lot of questions got disappeared in the first few things. Sorry about that. Let me try
You
to
can ask your
find.
questions again in the chat. Yeah.
Yes, yes, please feel free to ask your questions. So Tanuj says, "Bro, you studied in Anna University as if you're in England. Um, almost all the top companies visit there." Okay, clarifying, Anna University gave me the degree, so I just put Anna University as the college. So I did not really study in the CEG Gindi, like College of Engineering Gindi.
Hmm.
So no, I studied with an affiliated college in
Oh,
the
okay, okay.
through Anna University.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
also
yeah.
a gimmick again.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
not cheating
That's
entirely because
no, 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 no,
yeah,
no. That's fine. That's what people in IP University do as well. They put the main IP campus, but they are actually affiliated to other colleges.
great. So I'm not the one who is
You are
cheating
not
this
the
way.
only one. No,
Okay, cool.
it's not
Um,
cheating. I mean, the degree you're getting is from the main university, right?
exactly.
Hmm.
Okay, so yeah, please explain how freshers can participate in hackathons. I guess we talked enough about it. Lagging. I hope the lagging is gone right now.
The lagging is gone. Yeah.
Rip headphones. What happened? Why? I guess it is for you, Kunal.
These are the top tier headphones, so I get that a lot. Yeah,
Is it a
pretty
lakh
good.
rupees?
No, it's like 30K.
Oh, okay. Even that is huge. Hey,
Hmm.
wait. Okay, it's Diwali here. Okay, I understand the sarcasm there. So, what do you use for stream, Kunal? Kunal, I guess Kunal uses StreamYard. I hate
I
StreamYard for some
use
reason.
I use
Go on.
StreamYard, but there are also many other platforms like StreamYard. But once I used StreamYard, I did not go back to anything else. I
I
believe like
only
it's only because I'm not that awesome with customizations like Praveen, because his stream I can see right now is very customized and everything. So I do agree StreamYard lacks over there. But for me, I don't really mind not having that much customization. So that's why I like use OBS. But I know why some people like gamers, for example, would not like StreamYard, and other people who would not like StreamYard because lack of on-screen visuals. Yeah, totally agree.
not only that,
Hmm.
StreamYard and StreamYard, Google Meet, there are multiple things. They use a technology called as WebRTC, Web Real Time
Hmm.
Communication, and that actually like stresses out the computer. So I personally hate it, but yeah.
Hmm.
So that's also, I mean, when new computers are coming in, then that should not be a problem. Maybe next year if I
Hmm.
upgrade a computer, that should
Hmm.
be not a problem. But otherwise, yes, that is the only
Yeah,
thing which I
that's
feel.
that's another thing. Like all the technical things aside and practical things aside, right? Because when I use StreamYard, I don't face any technical difficulties. But when I use OBS and Zoom, I face technical difficulties streaming all the time.
Got
So
it,
it's
got it.
also like,
Yeah.
yeah, because
Hassle
my
free
Mac.
is something StreamYard
Yeah,
will
yeah, yeah.
offer. I can
Hmm.
understand that.
Yeah.
Sorry about the fan sounds. Really, I mean, like I did not expect that, but yeah, and that's the reason I never use my Blue 80.
Hmm.
But it picks up literally every single sound. Someone asked, I couldn't find the question, but someone asked, "What is there in your T-shirt, Kunal?"
Oh,
Should
this is
we?
just some VM and Kubernetes stuff. Mattermost is the company. It's their swag. Yeah. It says VMR for dinosaurs or something.
Hey, I
And
just
again,
made your
this
face big,
person.
man. Sorry about that. Made you
No
a big
worries.
closer. Yeah.
No worries.
So
No worries.
Mattermost is awesome. So Mattermost is like
Hmm.
a Slack alternative, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a.
Yeah,
I've used it in the past. We used it
I'm using it
during.
every time.
Yeah, yeah,
I've
yeah. I
got like
used it.
yeah. So yes, Harsh, comments are late, reaching like not exactly comments are reaching late to me. Comments are reaching immediately. The thing
Hmm.
is, our video is reaching 10 seconds later, so that is the only problem. Uh,
Hmm.
yeah, please guide how to freshers to get into it. Vivek says like I didn't get this word chase. I don't get the meaning of this. I tried to Google, but no meaning. Is this a typo? Could
Which
be
word?
typo. It could be cherish. Yeah, cherish. Cherish is not cherish. It's called cherish.
Yeah, I mean, cherish is an English word, so I don't know how you want me to answer that.
Like feel good for
Yeah,
what you have or something like that.
yeah, exactly. Like cherish, just caring about something, caring about what you have. That is, I believe, what means by cherishing.
So Ritik is asking what judges expect from us that
Hmm.
we are supposed to create. So most of the hackathons will have a specific theme. For example, like I said about the COVID Gameathon, they have a specific 5 points to be judged on. Number one, creativity. Number two, how much intensive the game is. Number three is how much awareness it is going to give to the public. Number four is like novelty. That is like, is this the game for the first time you're doing? Like, I mean, is this the game not copied from any other sources? And fifth one is like most creative way of explaining the COVID scenario, something like that. So that will be given to you prior to the hackathon. Like for example, if there is a hackathon that's going to happen like 2 months later, you will be having complete information about it in the information pack, so you'll be able to get it. Yeah,
Hmm.
women in tech. Yeah, why not for boys? That is the unfortunate thing I was saying, but we need a lot of girls to come into the tech industry
There are like, yeah,
because
yeah, yeah. I mean, they are open. There are many opportunities for boys as well. So you are definitely looking at the wrong place. There are opportunities for you everywhere.
by the
The
way, if
person who
you
was asking the comment. Yeah.
By the way, if you are confused
Hmm.
about Girl Script Summer of Code, it is not just for girls. It's for everyone. That has been written in front on the FAQs. Is it only for girls? No, it is for everyone. There is also another thing called as girl coded. Everything starts with girl doesn't mean that it is only for girls. It is for both the
Hmm.
genders. So that should be and that will be cleared in the FAQ section or in the main page itself by the most of the like programs like this. So that's something.
Yeah,
How
it's
to build?
open
Yeah,
to all,
sorry.
everyone from all communities. Yeah. No, no, go ahead. We can take questions.
Yeah. So the other question is how to build a team in hackathon. Uh, when you are going inside a hackathon, most of the times you will be getting into something called dev post or dev
Hmm.
folio or something like that. There will be a lot of questions that says, do you have a team? Do you want to make
Hmm.
your team right now? Or you have something like Discord where make a team or tell about yourself and make a team. So there will be a lot of options that will be given to you on the day of joining or like slightly a couple of days before joining.
Hmm.
So definitely that is possible. Any other words from you, Kunal?
Yeah, I mean, in terms of like, how do you form a team at Hackathon? I believe it's very important to. Uh, was that the question?
How
Or
do we
judges?
how to form a
Judges.
team with new folks? Sorry.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay, cool, cool, cool. So, very good question. First of all, make sure your team is like diverse in terms of stacks as well. So when we go to hackathons, it's not like all if you're like four people, right? So all the four people are not going to be coders. Let's say two are going to be coders. One is going to be for like your documentation and presentation skills, and one more person can be like your speaker. And brainstorming is something that everyone takes part in. So I believe you can take use of that and form your team according to that. Obviously, like reaching out to your friends is definitely fine, and make sure to give beginners also a chance, right? I see people get really competitive, like only pro level hackathon players, but give others also a chance. And like I mentioned, not everyone has to be a coder in your team. There's so many other important things that are required in a hackathon other than coding.
Exactly. So if you have a good leadership skills or if you have a good idea to go for it, you have to be more, like you are better than a coding person because coders are like a lot of people available. We have Stack Overflow. We can even copy codes, but people who have a new idea, that is what we are lacking right now. So even in my team, I'm also looking at people who have better ideas, not about like better techniques to code, because obviously that can be learned by experience, but getting a new idea, that is kind of like something totally novel.
Yeah, exactly.
And yes, Srihari, platforms like DevPost
Mhm.
have a medium for connecting new random people around the globe. You might be
There's
able to
also
know.
like if you're not, yeah, yeah, go ahead, sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, go on.
And I was just saying, if you don't have a team, then there are like team matching exercises as well at I know at various hackathons at MLH there are. So most definitely, yeah, if you're looking for teams, you can check that out.
Suggesting some new hackathons, like hackathons which newbies can participate. Good question. Yeah, MLH.io has got a lot of list of things. MLH is like frequent in creating like weekend hackathons. Even now, there should be something going on in MLH. Uh, our MLH
Abracadabra
coach
hacks.
currently. Sorry? Yeah, go
Currently
on.
abracadabra hacks is going on. I am staffing that event.
Woohoo! And that's headed by Kunal. So go check it out and give a huge woo.
No, I'm just staffing. Uh,
Okay, you're just staffing. Okay,
yeah.
sure. But he's also a
There are
part,
so
right? So,
many. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Many other coaches from. The thing is, when the in the different time zone when I'm sleeping, some other coach is staffing, right? Now when they
got
are
it.
sleeping, then I'm staffing.
It's,
Yeah,
it's worldwide and we have a lot of time zones. So, definitely,
lots
yes.
of time zones. Yeah.
Thanks, Ram Kumar. Um, and yeah, many more things are like, yeah, okay, where did I leave it? I guess Code for Cause has the same vision. Yes. Okay, we saw these things.
Mm.
Girls and women have your back. Also LGBTQ community. We want everyone to get into tech and
Hmm.
rise, become successful. Yes, awesome one, Vivek Joshi. Yes, LGBTQ community is also a part of inclusive communities. Yeah, thanks Pooja. Thanks Prithvi. Okay, do you feel any uncomfortableness in staying outside India? 100%. I'm missing my family and missing my food. And things are extremely costly here. Like in the UK, everything is like 100 rupees. Like 1 pound is 100 rupees. So that's a bit of a financial payload on me. Apart from that, yes, unable to meet the parents, like unable to meet Kunal, and
I'll be I'll
he
be I'll be in UK when pandemic is over. Just
a awesome.
visiting. Yeah.
Okay,
There's
I'm.
I believe it's the new con is in Spain or something.
Oh my god! Right.
1 second, let me check. KubeCon
Sure.
2022.
Woohoo.
It's
Hey, by the
where
way,
is
we
it?
got Brexit, so even if you come to Spain, we won't be able to meet. You have to come to UK.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's in Spain. Yeah, Valencia, Spain. Such a beautiful place. Looking forward to this.
Yeah.
If the pandemic resolves, hopefully.
Yep. So, yeah, how to form teams is asked. Is it beneficial if you
Hmm.
are not? Okay, that's added. Please guide. Yeah, that's fine. That's answered. 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 Roadmap for participating in hackathons. I'll leave it to the
Just do
expert.
it. Just do it. Just take part and learn. It's not like your hack should be the most complex one or anything. Just get something out there. Collaborate with people. Try to network with people and try to form teams with people who have already been like part of hackathons. So that you can learn from their experiences. But most definitely, as a beginner, you can take part and only the only thing I would recommend is just get started. No other way. Just get involved. There are so many hackathons we shared. We shared the links as well, and we shared the screen as well. So check it out. Mostly, many hackathons are coming up.
I'm also planning to add the links on the description too, so don't worry about that. Uh, Beginners hackathons guide. Actually, we can do one more live stream,
Hmm.
Kunal, if you are okay. Let's
Yeah, yeah,
try
yeah.
to
We
do
can do
something
some other
completely
on.
about
Yeah, yeah. Hmm.
beginners getting into hackathons, and they should not be afraid after the live stream. So that's exactly what I wanted to do something. Yes, your time is what is required. Okay, and can we use the projects in our resume which are taught in many courses in YouTube, Udemy, and other
Hmm.
learning platform? Yes
Um.
and no. I'll
Yes and
start with
no.
Kunal's answer. Go on.
No, yes and no. That's true because the thing is like if you are having something that is a tutorial and not being represented as your original project, does not look good on your resume. Even at fellowship, if we see some tutorial project, that's rejected. So make sure your project is original and make sure you are showing, if you're talking about resume, that you're showing diversity in your skills. So it's not like you're mentioning five particular projects from web development only. Don't do that. Just mention like top web development projects you have. And if you have any other projects in some other skills, mention that. I don't even have a section of my project in my resume because most of my, I used to, but in resumes, it should not be like your resume should not be cluttered. So I removed the project section and now I have the open source section in my resume. So projects, I don't even have a project section on my resume.
Yeah, thanks for the tip. I'm
For
gonna do
beginners,
that.
I'm not saying you should also remove. No, don't do that. But like if you have open source contributions quite a lot and in big open source contributions, then you can write that instead of projects as well. Yeah.
Got it. And one more thing which I wanted to say is like adding to this point. Think about let's say MLH. What is the like the hackers number in MLH? Do you have any like an approximate idea? How many
Yeah, I
people?
mean, we get like 400 every hackathon, something on average. Like, because we get like 90 to 100 submissions of teams. So sometimes it's that, sometimes it's in thousands, you know. Overall, over yearly, it's like 1 lakh 30,000 something yearly.
So if there is like 1,000 submissions, and if you are
Hmm.
giving a tutorial kind of a thing, there could be at least another 100 submissions which are similar to that, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
if
That
10% of the
happens. That
submissions are
happens.
same,
Hmm.
exactly. That's what you need to avoid. Add your
Yeah.
creative. That's main.
Hmm. So that's very true. That
So
see that in fellowship applications as well. Like people have their fellowship applications, and over there then they have like similar projects. And I know it's a tutorial or a class project, or some people submit data structures algorithm solutions for some reason. That's also a clear rejection. So the good thing about rejection is that we tell you why the project was why your application was rejected,
why?
so that you can work on it. So giving feedback is important, and MLH makes sure that we do that. Yep.
That's awesome. There is next question which could be controversial for me. I'm gonna ask this out to Kunal as well. So, are free resources available enough for DSA, or paid resources are more beneficial? Before answering that question,
Mhm.
Kunal, you tell me how much DSA is important, because even I'm not sure. I have failed in DSA in my third semester during my undergraduate, and then that was the last time I saw any DSA. It was like more than a lot of years in my undergraduate, just after the school, and then I never touched DSA. But now I hope I'm successful, because yeah, web development is my love, and JavaScript is what I'm always doing. So will DSA be beneficial for me at any point of time after this, or is it okay that I completely ignore it?
You are
That is my first question.
the question is like you are already working and everything, right? So you already have that you are past that, you are past DSA. DSA is
Okay.
like, it's I know, I'm sure you have basic fundamentals clear, and obviously you have experience, you're consulting and everything, so
I
you're
have
good.
no clue about this big O notation or any kind of these notations or this time
if you're
complexity.
work if you're working and you have a job, it's working fine for you, just keep doing what you're doing. You might have experience in like other fields as well, you don't have to do that. But especially for like freshers and stuff, DSA is crucial because it's going to be
Mhm.
asked in your interviews, right? Google,
Okay.
Facebook, Microsoft, Amazon, they all have their interview rounds. We all know that. Online
Got it.
rounds, any country, they all have interview rounds. uh, it's it's like very important, because better be safe than sorry, better be prepared, right?
Got it.
If you so Because before they even look at your resume, when I gave my Google interviews, before that there's an online round, shortlisting round. Over there they ask data success algorithms, and so yeah, very important. Problem solving skills are very important. Yeah.
Got it. And your answer for this, are free resources are enough for
Hmm.
DSA, or paid resources are more beneficial?
Cool. This is something like shout out to Eddie joining. Really appreciate the work Eddie is doing. Make sure you check out Eddie
AD.
Hub. Eddie is great. Yeah, one of the most respectful people in my contacts in open source. Very amazing person.
And he's a GitHub
Okay,
star as well. One in a
GitHub
million.
star. He's everything. He's like very amazing person. Helps a lot of people, and even though he's busy schedule, right? But he still finds time to help people, and I love people who do that. Taking time out of their routine to help other people, because once you reach that particular level, I see many people are like, I don't have time. I am busy with my job, and I don't have time to guide others. I'm already there, so why would I help others? But some people like Eddie are like taking some time and doing good work for community. So that's great, and great resources also at Eddie Hub to get started with open source, I believe, on GitHub. So yeah, do check it out. To answer your question is, are free resources or paid resources? I'm gonna give the answer in a very blunt format. You pay lakhs and lakhs of education money in colleges, right? And then then students I see complain that in colleges that they are not learning anything. But when someone is providing you some amazing valuable information for a few thousand rupees, you feel like that is not okay, right? Praveen, your camera is not visible.
Okay, I'll fix it. You carry on with the questions.
Yeah, so
Thanks.
that's what I'm saying. Like, totally, there are like free resources as well. There's like paid resources as well. But I believe it's very important for someone who has put efforts into like creating the entire coursework for you and stuff. Someone who like is doing it full time. You can definitely, and not just for that, but even for like products. I believe if you're using a product and that's asking for you for like some subscription or anything, I believe you should pay that. Respect the developers who are working hard. For example, Docker Desktop recently, you have to pay to skip the update. if you're using Docker desktop, you should definitely pay for that. Respect like all the people who are working on those particular things. This is something I have like for everyone. And when I did data structure algorithms, I paid for it. One of the best decisions of my life. One of the best decisions. And I got personal mentorship. I got all my doubts resolved. I got an entire roadmap of when to do data structures, how to do data structures. I got all the assignments, question. I got to attend so many events. I networked with a lot of amazing mentors, and I got introduced to open source via one of these events that I was attending. One of the best, you know, decisions of my life. So people who are like saying, hey, on one hand, we are paying lakhs and lakhs of tuition for colleges, but even though we are not learning much because it's, let's say, tier 2, tier 3 college. And on the other hand, we will not pay a few thousand, 2,000, 4,000 rupees or whatever that might be, even a few hundred rupees on Udemy courses or something, some amazing courses on Udemy. That's unethical for them. For them, I don't have anything to say because everyone creates their own destination and their own destiny, and your destination, you are the right person for that. So if you feel like paying lakhs for colleges is okay, but paying like a $60 or $50, even on Udemy it's like $10 for some amazing content creation. It's totally up to you, your call. You don't have to do it, then don't do it, but then don't complain later on.
That's actually a good way of putting it together. And it's
Yeah,
just that you're trying to support a lot of people by
exactly.
uh, and more nice contents might come. So for example, if the
Hmm.
person, like, let's say this will be the mindset of the content creator. So
Hmm.
this person has put in a lot of efforts, created a
Yeah.
Udemy
Hmm.
course, and then he comes to see that, like, okay, no one is buying. Okay, maybe people are and it's actually good. What happens is, like, let's say,
Hmm.
number
Hmm.
one, people are getting through pirated means. I have a Udemy
Hmm.
account. See, here is my username and password. Go ahead, share it with others. And then what happens is, okay, there is one sale gone, and then there is another sale, but actually the number of people are using is like more than 1,000. And if what the author will know, okay, only two people did it. Okay, not many people are understanding this, or like maybe it is not worth. And then he will stop doing it. He or she will stop doing it. In case of all the 1,000 people who are watching, if they are able to pay like $5 or $10, as Kunal said, the the analytics, like the one that goes to his the
Hmm.
author's one, will be like, okay, wow, so many people are actually doing it. And when a lot of individuals buy it and try
Hmm.
to tell, this is what I feel,
Hmm.
this is how it can be, like, this is my suggestion, I don't understand this because of this, those kind of things, then the author of the content creator might do it in a different way, so that this actually nurtures a new, totally different, better version of the contents. So that is something which I would like to stress upon here.
Exactly. And like this, people have this misconception like open source means free. No, not always. Red Hat has most of its projects as open source. It's a multi-billion-dollar company, so people earn from open source as well. There are GitHub sponsors there as well. There's like software as a service thing that many companies follow. You know, uh, yeah. So most definitely, I would highly recommend you to invest in these things. If you don't want to, don't. I'm not asking anyone. Even like if we have code for cause courses, right? I don't tell anyone to definitely you have to do this or no. People who do it, they give us shout outs like, okay, this was great and stuff, but I never try to sell the courses to anyone. There was recently this person, he was like, I'm in first semester, should I join the machine learning course that you have? I was like, no, you should not, because you are freshman, you should focus on DSLO. So over here, like, not trying to sell over here or anything, but check out like on Udemy, there's some amazing content. There are so many amazing resources on like YouTube as well. But I believe for data structures algorithms, paid courses are a great investment. I know obviously for machine learning and stuff, you can find amazing online resources, but for DSA, definitely invest. DSA is something that will create your base, and not many free resources, good free resources are available for data science algorithms. Trust me, I have searched a lot. I did not find.
And another good part is, let's say there is this person called Wes Boss, who is actually good. Is like awesome teacher about React and
Hmm.
JavaScript.
Yeah.
Most of these people, what they do is, if you are buying their courses, like even if it is $5, they are
Hmm.
gonna give you a Slack invite or a Discord invite or
Exactly. Yeah.
something like that,
Hmm.
where you can directly interact with that person.
I learned
So
I learned about like Maven when I was doing Google Summer of Code. I paid for those courses as well. There was a Udemy courses, so I got like Slack invite and stuff. I paid for Kubernetes courses. Linux Foundation has their courses, and they are like $300. More than that. They also offer like scholarships and need-based scholarship, diversity scholarships. So all these companies have their courses, and they're paying that for the reason because the person who is creating the courses, it's taking the effort out of their time, and all the amazing other resources that you're going to be provided. You might have heard about like many certifications as well, be that Google certification, Microsoft certification, Linux Foundation certification, CNCF certifications, TensorFlow certifications. Everything is paid. Why? Paid things, they have the value for those things. This is another thing I realized, that I don't know if it's true or not, but people don't value free education. I would put the entire course on my YouTube channel, but people will not watch that. They will only see the value in the course if it's paid. This is something I've seen before. You're on
I
mute.
do have that as well. Like I have got a complete
Yeah.
full stack web development. No one
Hmm.
bothers to look at it,
people
but
don't people don't yeah, they don't people don't like value free content. The machine learning bootcamp I have provided, right? It's totally free on YouTube, has helped thousands of students. And I'm not over exaggerating because two things. I know how much efforts I have put in that particular boot camp. I know what it covers, and I know all the other content on YouTube. There is not a single YouTube video or playlist that you will find that can come even comparatively close to the boot camp that I have done. That's just hard facts because I've done like the entire code base from scratch using the libraries and writing those libraries in Python from scratch. This is all free on YouTube, right? I have done like projects and mentorship sessions. Got like people from Google research and like on TensorFlow. Everything is free on the YouTube channel. It has like some 10,000 something views or something. On the other hand, if you see some paid courses on Udemy that are offering much less than what I have already on the YouTube playlist, even mathematical derivations and everything. Each and every webinar is like 2 hour, 3 hour long. 0 to 100 in machine learning, like getting you at a really advanced level. That can be done via simply the playlist that I have if you just follow that in that order. But it didn't get that many views. Obviously, a few 20,000, 30,000 views is fine. 10,000, 15,000, I believe. But I believe anyone who wants to, it's in English also, so also accessible to everyone. Also shared the handwritten notes to everyone and also shared the code sample. It's like a golden playlist that I have created for machine learning. I'm not over exaggerating. Just look at the comment section once. But still, it did not get as many views as I would have believed because one of the best resources for machine learning, and people are again like following Udemy courses, which is obviously I believe great. But still, like that's the point that I was trying to make. That free value, the courses that are free, people don't value that. People only value paid courses for
do you
some
think
reason.
there is an issue with the marketing side of things? Are we not marketing
Yeah,
the free
I
courses
don't
in
know.
the
It's
right?
it's about no, I'm doing everything, but like even for like I know some many popular YouTube channels that have their courses that are very popular. Free code camp, obviously, millions
Free code camp
and
is
lakhs
awesome.
of Traversy Media, and there's so many other
Yes.
Indian YouTubers as well that have like so
I
many
like
amazing content.
this one for
Yeah,
beginners, the Net Ninja. That was my
yeah, yeah,
first
yeah.
inspiration as well. So, how many of
Exactly.
you
Yeah,
know it? Yeah,
yeah,
and
exactly. So there's like so many. Yeah, and there's one more thing. Like people ask, can you suggest me the best course to start with this? I'm like, best is a relative term. You know, it's like just get started, whatever works for you, because everyone learns in different ways. Some like learning from documentation, like me, and books. Some like watching YouTube tutorials. Some like watching hands-on tutorial, but like not videos, like educative or something. Also me. So like I believe like people don't value free education as much as they should. Um, yeah, they should definitely check out like all the amazing content and everything. But yeah, this is something that's very weird, and I
now
don't
you
know how to
really
like.
confused me.
Yeah.
I guess I am part of all the three different ways of learning things. So, as we were talking about certifications, so there are like a lot of places where you can get free certificates. So there is a difference between certification and a certificate. So if you know the difference, you'll be able to understand what exactly, how exactly the industry revolves. That's what I actually put as a comment in Kunal's post, I believe. So that's very important. Certifications from companies like Amazon or Oracle or Microsoft or all these big companies, they provide something called as certifications. Like you are certified to work on these things. They are more valuable than certificates which you get in. I mean, like you know what I am talking about. Like clicking on next, finish. You got a certificate. Bam. Yeah, I don't see much value in that. I keep recruiting a lot as well nowadays. How many of you would like to have a job? So you can also contact me. We are recruiting from the company, like the company I work for. So I don't see any certificates or certifications at all. I just directly ask them to like, see, this is a problem we have. Can you please solve
Yeah.
it? What is the problem approach? That's it. That would be my only question. And then once that person is like, um, even if they did not solve it, I wouldn't see like it as a failure. So the person would have tried, okay, this is what I would do first, then I'll go this way, then I'll try doing this. Okay, I'm stuck here. I'm not sure. You're selected. Your problem approach is perfect. This is what I'm looking for. It's not about solution or it's not about what you know. It's about
Yeah, yeah,
how
yeah.
what you know, how you are going to apply in the situation.
Exactly. Cool. I see we are a little off time as well, so maybe we can also you can also share with them about swags, how they can claim their swags.
Sure. I mean, like there's a lot of questions right now. People have asked. Yeah, do comment out your questions as well, and I
Yeah.
would like
You
to.
can also reach out to me like on Twitter. Sorry to cut you off. I'm just
Yes.
sharing the link. Yeah.
So in the description we have our Twitter handles and LinkedIn. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the connect button on LinkedIn, hit the follow button on Twitter. So about the swags, yes, great questions. I would outsource this tough thing to Kunal maybe if he's okay with that. Like okay, so we'll select a couple of questions, see which awesome people who are there. I'll just try to put a follow up post saying like, hey, you asked this awesome question. This is really good. This is the answer for it, and you are winning something special. Check out your email. So I'll take the email from the form that you filled in.
Yeah.
So again, the registration form is just around there, the events.praveen.science thing. And one thing which I wanted to tell about open source as well, this was something which I wanted to tell something to everyone. Yeah, Eddie is going to get annoyed right now because I'm going to talk about React. React is one of the open source projects by Facebook, and this project is actually accepting contributions from anyone. Let it be Kunal, let it be me, let it be you, whoever is watching. Yes, you. So even you can go ahead and contribute to it. Benefits. If you contribute to it, you will obviously be, like revered as like you are also one of the contributors of React.js. And second thing, that is also an open source. For people who don't know what is gonna open source pay you. So even if you are not contributing to React, if you know the React.js concepts completely and you are able to like build something on React.js, let me know. I can get you 30 lakhs per annum job like right now. So we are hiring for that. So that is the power of open source. If someone would like to ask, right,
Yeah,
Kunal?
that's
Did I
great.
talk it right?
Yeah. I contributed to Facebook's Jest project during fellowship. That was
Jasmine.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was fun. Great community. But yeah, I mean, many of my friends contributed to React Native, Hermes, uh, profiling and stuff. But yeah, it was fun and yeah, awesome.
I
Well,
was I
thanks a
was
lot.
only able to
Yeah.
contribute to the React's, like the language related stuff, but even that was extremely tough. I had to sign a couple
It's
of
very tough.
ND.
The thing is like Facebook open source is very tough to get into.
So any pointers on that? At least for me,
You
I
can't.
really wanted to
That's very
contribute to the
tough.
React code.
No. It's very difficult. They have a lot of rules. I was able to do it because of fellowship, but if
Okay.
you want to do it outside, then it's very comes to be very
Hey,
difficult.
sorry, man.
I know,
Last
like
question.
no.
Yeah,
Go
go
ahead.
on.
Go ahead. No, I was just
Uh,
saying, like,
uh,
as compared to other organizations which are very inclusive, even bigger organizations than Facebook, like, CNCF projects, Kubernetes, for example, one of the largest open source projects, very welcoming to beginners. But some projects like open source, Facebook open source, for example, not that beginner friendly and welcoming
Uh,
as such.
the last question which I wanted to ask you, Kunal, is like if you can complete that as the last thing, how
Mhm.
do people get into MLH fellowship? How to become an MLH fellow? What are all
Mhm.
the benefits? That's it. And then we are wrapping up.
Cool. Yeah. All right. So for fellowship, I would just recommend there are two parts. On my channel, I did some videos on. I did a webinar with Swift as well, who is the CEO of MLH, about MLH fellowship. So check that out. And it's like the thing is two things, right? So one is your essay and one is your code sample. Most important part. So in essay, you have to show passion for fellowship and actually mention why you want to be a part and stuff, and put efforts in your essay. So not like one line, two line. Actually write a paragraph or something. Second thing is code sample. I believe we talked about it also. Like make sure it's original. I'm not saying it has to be too complex, but originality is key. Make sure it's original, shows your original work. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks. I'll try for MLH. Oh wait, is there any eligibility? Should the person be a student or can I also try?
Yeah, people who are not students can also take part.
All right, so cool then. I guess okay. Can we just have a quick poll? Poll in the sense, how many of you would like to invite Kunal once again for this kind of a talk on my channel? If we get more than 10 people, I know 10 is very less. If we get more than 10 people, Kunal, please accept the invite.
Yeah, we can do more sessions.
Awesome.
Happy to collaborate. We can get Eddie on next time.
Yes, definitely. And for the next session, maybe we can focus on something very much narrowed down thing because today we spoke a lot of things, something totally varied, and I hope it actually
Hmm.
helped out a lot of other people in a diverse environment. But at the same time, yeah, we were not able to talk about like we were not able to manage the time perfectly. So that's exactly the thing. Also, I'm gonna leave the session on for some time for Kunal and me to respond to the other comments. And yeah, so with respect to the goodies, uh,
Hmm.
next session, next webinar, once Kunal gives me the time, we are going to plan one on that. So on the first thing will be the giveaways for first few seconds, and then
Hmm.
we will get into the topics. How does
Awesome.
that sound?
Sounds good. Yeah, that sounds great. Thanks a lot for having me, and yeah, great to be a
Yay.
part. And this was great. Uh, yeah, if you have any other questions, you can reach out to me on Twitter, and make sure you subscribe Praveen's channel, Eddie Hub's channel, and yeah, see you in the next stream.
Yeah, it's Eddie Jordy and Code for Cause and Praveen Science. Thanks a
Yep.
lot. Have a
Bye.
nice day, everyone. See you.